All right, last one, a little bit meta, but webinar feedback. I hope that you understand we're driving home the point. Visual is a little bit intense sometimes. We get a little bit carried away, and this happens. We say, "Oh, it's so pretty." The worst. Please don't fall into this trap of exactly how these look. Again, it's a little bit hard to see, so we'll try not to hurt your eyes too much more. But yeah, the visual is a very cool background. The logo / image at the top is very cool, and the colors are very nice. However, they do not go together. They have nothing to do with this purpose. Here we said, are you likely to attend another webinar? So you know already, this is not the top of the survey. So this is not a single image, perhaps. This is on every single page. It's question 87, by the way. And yes, we will have a feedback survey for you. And this is not the one that we'll have for today. But there's no reason, there's no connection. Like, yes, it's a group of people gathered together, for example, but they're not floating in the woods. A little bit weird. So that image is not necessary. The size is too gigantic. NPS question type, we say, are you likely to attend? Not really. Not really necessarily the right phrasing for an NPS question. And 88, did you like the content? Not an NPS question. Please only use NPS questions when you're asking likelihood of recommending something. So customer loyalty, that kind of thing. Otherwise, your reporting is going to be a mismatch. And do you like the content is probably yes or no, for example, or a scale that matches. Yeah, 89 and 90 are both very similar examples. There's just too much. When you ask people to rank things, you better have a really good reason for ranking, because it's a pretty tricky question type to get right sometimes, but there are just too many. When you have this many, like 10 different answer options, it's exhausting. People cannot process that. You're not going to get good results. By the time you get your first 3 or 4, after that point, people just have that fatigue. I agree. High cognitive load. It's not useful for people, and it's not good data for you. So instead of rank all answer options, use answer constraints and say rank the top 3. Then it's useful. The same thing for number 90, which, by the way, number 90, yeah, there's too many questions. Use answer constraints here. So say choose your top 3. For example, we use this for pizza all the time. Like, don't tell me every topping that there is. Tell me the few that you want in order for me to make a decision about what we'll have. So gorgeous looking one. This is, again, not the webinar feedback survey you'll get today. Visual settings are very powerful. They drive home a good brand, all of the right cool stuff. However, being cool can get in your way sometimes. Notice also this idea of visual garbage that can lead to data garbage. Garbage in, garbage out. Is the appearance attractive? Is it appealing? It's not just like, ooh, it's so pretty, or look what I can do. Will it be appealing to your audience? Will they stay engaged? How on earth would anybody get through this whole survey? There's no progress bar. We don't even know if this is the end of the survey, right? So there are a lot of overwhelming things that we see here, but that idea of too many questions, at least they're not mandatory, we'll just say. So it's pretty unlikely that people would ever get to question 90.